Hi, I'm John Napolitano with U.S. Wealth Management. I have Andy Husbands here, chef owner, Tremont 647, and soon to be the smoke shop in Somerville. So here's the deal, Andy. How you doing today, by the way?
I'm great.
Yeah,
I'm
you
good.
all pumped up to show us how to use these tools that we invest in?
Yes, tool for the trade.
So, everyone's got a knife collection at home, whether
Yes.
it's a good one or a bad one,
Yes.
whatever. And how do you know which one to use for what job?
That's great. So you do which knife to use? That's a good question. I'm going to start by just talking about this one. This is most people have a knife similar to this. This is a boning knife or a fillet knife. What's really great about this, and when you're working with them, is it bends. You can see how that just bends, show for the camera, boom, and you're able to get in there and kind of really bend and fillet meats, or kind of get in and cut around bones. That long pointy part is really just meant to get around things.
Yep.
Really great knife. But I wouldn't necessarily chop or peel with this knife. This knife, these are all R. Murphy knives, is a peeler. And pretty easy. You kind of use it to peel small jobs, kind of stuff like so. If you were to, sometimes when you have your potato and you want to take the eye out, we might put my thumb around and just pop it out like so. Again, I can peel with it. A lot of times people will do all sorts of crazy knife cuts, something called a tournée, which is a five-sided football, which you kind of learn to do in school, but it doesn't make it taste any better. But just one of the kind of things people do when they do it. There's actually a knife called a tournée knife, but I could do it with this. But really, this is just for peeling.
Looks like it could make a hell of a twist too for a martini or so.
Yeah, I mean, really, this is for smaller jobs. This would be great for maybe taking the lemon peel off it and making stuff like that. It would be really great. Now, my favorite knife. People call this a chef's knife, a French knife, and what we often see is people doing that. Right? When I hear that, I know that you are dulling your knife. Not that I don't do it. Parsley might chop up.
Well, they can watch our video on how to sharpen it.
Yes, exactly. Or they can use it how it's for. So you see how it's made to rock, and that's what it's for. But this knife, if I was to own just one knife, this would be the knife. I can do so much with it. But just going to show you right knife for the right job. See? So let's say I'm going to dice my carrot. You can see how I rock it. Come straight down, boom.
Nice.
And if we're looking at dice, this is something you kind of learn in school. Pretty easy. It's kind of like a Jenga, the opposite of Jenga, where you're just sitting there trying to figure out how to make it so it's going to look exactly like you want it to. But you can see, so you see what I'm doing here. I can't do this with my other knives. These are right knife, right job. So when we looking for dice, there we go. And one of the things important about cooking and dicing, and the reason we have all these different cuts is, one, they look a certain way, and we do eat with our eyes, but they also cook a certain way. Meaning that if everything is not the same size, it will cook maybe faster or slower, and we really kind of want things to be cooked consistently. So, right knife, right job, right cut. Again, we've got a peeler, good for peeling. Mm-hmm. People call this a fillet, or I would call it a boning knife. Good to be able to kind of get in there. These are really, really great. And then the all-purpose chef or French knives, and this is, of course, an R. Murphy knife, which I love.
Me too. So if you want to see these in action, you can go see Andy, Tremont 647, Smoke Shop in Somerville. Meanwhile, we've got some eating to do now. Thank you.